Welcome to the London 2012 Aquatic Centre, a state-of-the-art building made specifically for this Games. The men's 3-metre springboard event was initially introduced to the Games here in London in 1908. The Olympic Games always has a habit of making superstars, and there's no reason why this athlete can't be the story of this Games. This athlete knows he has all the technique and the ability to become the next Olympic champion. Crucial here to pick something that's challenging but achievable in round one. Picture of concentration. Has to get this right. A decent first round performance. Here's the replay. Always an anxious time waiting for the scores to come in. Let's have a look at the current scoreboard then after the first round. So many options to go for. This is a relatively tough dive. It's not the most difficult in the competition, but one that, if achieved well, then the points reward is there. Well, that's an all right performance. I think the athlete knows they can do better than that, but not bad in the end. Here's the replay. The judges' marks are awaited, and you can never be totally sure if they see it the same way as we do. Well, that score won't move the athlete into the top three. How ambitious is he going to be with this attempt? Well, needs to get good power off the board. Well, did well to cram all of that into the routine, but not quite entering the water as he would have wanted. And that will cost them dearly on the scoreboard. Here's what the judges think. Let's take another look at the scoreboard then after the latest round in the men's diving. Has to have a good dive, has to look at the rating of difficulty. There are elements of this dive that are going to be challenging, but overall, this is only a dive of medium difficulty. Well, that was all right, that last dive from Brazil. Still more to come, though. Let's take a check on the replay. Well, let's see how the judges rated that. Well, another look at the scoreboard, and this is the impact that last dive has had. Well, there's been moments so far in this competition where this diver has really shown their ability. A more difficult dive now would certainly confirm that. Certainly not the worst dive you're ever going to see, but not the best either. Just a little bit raggy, if I'm honest. Here's the replay. This one of the more simple dives, and this athlete really had to execute on this. Let's have a look what the judges have to say. The latest round gone, and that shows this athlete in 5th place. This is Last Chance Saloon, and having not done that well so far, now's a chance to really shine. Obviously, the nerves are at an absolute premium here. It's all about technique, and practice makes perfect. There's no doubt this athlete certainly has ability. Here's the replay. A difficulty of 1 only because of the incorrect dive. And I've got to say, that was poor. Well, that's only middle of the road, I'm afraid. And because... Welcome to the Aquatic Centre here in Stratford, London, the home of the swimming events in the London 2012 Games. The men's 10-metre platform diving came into the Olympic Games in 1904 in St. Louis. There was a home winner on that occasion for the USA. Well, the crowd are responding to him. Look at that. You can take 2 approaches here in dive number 1. Either go for something easy and get on the board guaranteed, or maybe go for something a little more difficult and try and cause a problem for the rest of the field. Not brilliant from this athlete, but at least he's on the board. Does everything right here, right up until the last moment. Perhaps needed a bit more power in the takeoff. Let's have another look. Let's see how they rated it. Let's have a look at the results at the end of round 1. Round number 2 then. How does the approach change here? Not the easiest and not the hardest dive that's going to ever be selected, but one that needs to be done right. Didn't like it, didn't like that at all, and pulled out just in time. Well, that's not bad, but it's not great either. The idea was nice, the execution just a little off on this occasion. Showed really good strength, and the technique for most of the dive was good, but just fell apart at the end. And once again, that will cost him on the scoreboard. Well, let's see how that last dive affects the current scoreboard. Needs to score well with this dive. This is number 3. Well, that's good elevation, and the entry is decent into the water. Not going to be this diver's best effort, though. Let's take a look at that replay. Here are the scores. Well, the scoreboard doesn't lie, and sitting in 5th place after that round is what this athlete's looking at. Not massively difficult, this dive. Well, he's going to be pleased with that. Not a splash. Perfect execution. Shows great strength on the takeoff. And then from there, it's a case of using all of that technique. Spinning beautifully through the air and then entering the water perfectly. Well, 4th place after the latest round, and that certainly shows a decent performance. Execution is everything with this dive. get it right, and the points reward will be decent. Well, that was a good performance, although not really impacting on the scoreboard, but it certainly shows exactly what this competitor is capable of. Well, what about the judges? What's their view on all of this? So after the first dive, this athlete's standing in 4th place. Well, the final dive of the competition must make it count here. Well, this shouldn't cause too many problems. Well, not bad, not bad. Here's the replay, and I think there will be a number of faults we could pick out with this. Well, how will the judges react to this one? But it's not to be, I'm afraid. Gold, gold, gold for Team USA. Expectations met. The North Greenwich Arena is an impressive structure, sitting on the point of the Greenwich Peninsula, right on the Meridian line.
The next event is the final of the men's trampoline.
Trampoline only has a short history in the Games, and having made its first appearance in 2000 in Sydney,
The next event is the final of the men's trampoline.
every Olympics has a superstar, and there's every chance that this athlete could be the face of London 2012.
Well, as you know, the athletes only get one shot at this event, so selecting the right routine is vital. Great work with the routine there. Oh, that straight is textbook. Oh, come on, we really need to see the routine now. Perfect, Barani. Very impressive height on the bed now, but needs to get into the routine. Well, he needs to get the tricks in now to get some points on the board. Well, just jumping up and down isn't going to score him any points here. Well, he's doing really well on the trampoline. So at the end of that performance, let's take a look back at the replay. It's going to be really interesting to see how the judges score this. Well, that's it from me, Alison Kirbishley. Now time to hand back over to Seth Bennett to wrap up.
Welcome back to the North Greenwich Arena then. This is a superb venue that was built to mark the Millennium celebrations.
The next event is the final of the men's vault.
Well, this is the field then, and some great competitors all vying for a medal.
The next event is the final of the men's vault.
The Olympic Games always has a habit of making superstars. There's no reason why this athlete can't be the story of this Games.
Well, it really is essential to get off to a good start by picking the right routine here.
Difficulty 4.2.
Well, they've opted for an easy routine on the vault. Let's see how they get on. It's got to be executed well.
Well, plenty of crowd support here. They're all ready to get this event underway.
Well, thanks for that, Seth. Well, here we go with the first attempt in the vault, and it's crucial that they pick the right routine.
Difficulty 4.2.
Well, they've decided to go with the easy routine on the vault. This has to be done with absolute precision.
This is one of the most explosive events in the Olympic Games.
Competitor representing Brazil.
But we've been looking forward to this all day. One of the highlights in this competition. The next event's the vault, and commentating for us is Alison Kirbishley.
Well, we all wait to see what routine this athlete is going to choose for their first attempt in the vault. Well, that was an excellent vault, technically almost perfect. Well, they've got to be pleased with that, and as you can see from the replay, this is why. All three phases from that performance were executed to perfection, right from start to finish. Well, absolutely terrific work on the vault there, but of course it's the judges that have the final say.
11.67.
Well, there we go then. We're at the end of the round now, and this is how the scoreboard looks.
Next, the athlete from Brazil.
An interesting decision there. They've decided to go with the easy selection on the vault, but is it going to be enough for them to go on and win this competition? Oh, this gymnast...
Welcome back to the North Greenwich Arena then for the final of the men's vault. Terrific atmosphere in here. Lots of people taking home their own snapshots of the event.
Well, of course, the question is, what routine will they start with in the vault?
1.5 height. Difficulty 4.2.
So they've opted for the easy routine on the vault. Let's see how they get on. Of course, it has to be done well.
Welcome back to the North Greenwich Arena, originally built for the Millennium celebrations, now very much a sports and entertainment arena. However, over the last couple of months, there have been a few alterations ahead of the Olympic Games. Over the course of the Games, the finals of the basketball will be 4 years of preparations since Beijing, and these athletes now must be ready. Any injuries, any doubts must be shoved clear from their mind.
Well, they've decided to go with the easy routine on the vault. This has to be done with absolute precision. Oh, Oh, a great vault. They're putting their personal best to the test with that effort. Well, let's get a recap on that one now. Here's the replay. Here we go. The judges' scores are coming in now.
Brazil with a score of 14.12.
Well, there we go then. The round's over now. And how will that performance have affected the scoreboard? Let's have a look.
Representing Brazil.
An interesting decision there. They've decided to go with the easy selection on the vault, but is it going to be enough for them to go on and win this competition? And it's 2 feet on the ground at the end of that routine. Always a positive. Superb. No doubt about it. Superb. Well, here we go with the replay then. And as you see, this effort is flawless. What a great technique. An overall amazing performance. So what will the judges' view on this be?
Brazil with a score of 12.97.
Well, emotions are certainly running high in the arena right now. They will be delighted with that performance. They go home with gold.
This is the medal tally.